with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and my guy, Kountry Wayne, is here.
What's up with it?
Oh, man, and you're in New York. You're on your tour. You're in the middle of your tour, which is amazing. The King of Hearts tour.
Yeah.
And so you're at the Beacon Theater, which is pretty legendary.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And we've been talking about you nonstop. You know, just now we were talking about how you like your rugged handsomeness.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When the sun is shining through for you. Listen, and I wish we had the time to do a Club Shay Shay interview, but that was 2.5 hours.
Oh, that's 2.5 hours, man. You know, Unc gonna get it at you. He gonna talk now.
You have to clear the day for that.
You gotta clear the day for
But
Unc.
that's good. I think people got to learn a lot about just everything you've been doing. I feel like I know so much about you already because I follow you,
For sure.
and we've been talking for so long, doing interviews. So a lot of stuff, I feel like it was nice to see it all at once, like combined in one interview.
Mm-hmm.
And you even talking about monetizing and how you were able to get to where you got to. Of course, you know, I've read your book already, Help is on the Way.
Appreciate it.
And when you talk about help is on the way, originally this is about God, and God is always going to come and help. But you're kind of the help that's on the way for a lot of people now.
Oh yeah, man. You know, when you tap into the Creator, you're gonna be a smaller version of Him to people. You know, you want to be like your Father. So
Right.
you know, when I read about it and I felt the energy, it automatically touched your heart to help people. That's why I talk about the monetizing, because when I was in the streets, the only thing I knew to be a rapper, athlete, or sell drugs. So I just want the streets to know people in poverty, you know, young black men out there, this monetizing game out there. Because I really don't want to talk about the money. I do it for that.
Right.
Because I wish I had another way I could have came up.
And money is important, especially when you don't have it.
Oh yeah, money, man. Everybody know, man. When you got, man, money don't make things better, but it make it feel better.
Yeah, because think about the things that you did when you were younger trying to get to the money.
Yeah.
You know, and then you were able to hustle in a different way. And even with the people that work with you on your sketches, just to see how they're able to branch off and do their own thing and become more than just actors, but also like producers and things like that. And you always highlight the people that have been working with you. I'm watching the Amber storyline.
For sure. I'm proud of Amber, man. Shout out to Amber, for real. I'm proud of her.
Yeah, so for people who are listening, talk about Amber and what she's been able to accomplish.
Amber is a lady in my skits, in my storyline, and she came in, and a lot of times people don't like to do certain storylines because of the comments. But Amber got a son, and usually when people don't want to do it, I don't make them do it. But I say, Amber, I'm gonna be honest, I was that little boy before. I say, this gonna change your life. You know what I'm saying? I say the comments, when people talk about you bad, most of the time you're doing something good. I say, especially when it comes to art. And man, she listened, and now she don't took off. Like, she one of the top producers on my page. I post 400 videos a month. Out of 400 of them, I only produce 30. The main storyline on 930. But Amber her videos making more than everybody on the page right now. The one she produced herself, and she making a real bag. And I'd be happy to give her a check. I couldn't wait till she got her first producer check. And she don't went crazy. But hey, I'm just proud of her to see a black woman, you know, a woman, to be able to come. I wish my mama had somebody that she can come benefit off and give her opportunity, instead of having to be like, oh, let me get with you. You know what I'm saying? To see these women on my page really making that paper and see how free they are with no consequences and just working. Because that's what I wanted for my mama.
Right.
So, yeah.
And that's why I thought about Help is on the Way when I saw that post and how you were like, look, I told her, like, don't worry about the comments. This is going to be a big deal. Because people do take things very seriously.
Oh, they take things serious.
This is sketches, guys. Like, this is not like you're documenting real life.
The comments are crazy, but that's part of the art. The people who comment that's their art. So I respect it. That's their art to trigger you and make you mad. So I tell them, this one I knew I was finna blow up as a comedian recently, when I was the one that they started to hate.
Okay.
Like when people started being like, there's a lot of people say you funny, but then a good bit of people say you ain't funny. Like, I'm gone now.
Yeah, and I think with the most successful comedians, that is what happens.
Yeah.
Like, look, I think that Chris Rock is hilarious, right?
Of
but
course
I
he
know
is.
people who will argue with me and be like, I don't like that type of funny. Like, I don't think he's funny, whatever. And I like smart humor. You know, I like all different, you know, I'm a fan of comedy.
He's
so
where he at for a reason. And a lot of people who don't understand it, it's way more people that do. You know what I mean? It's like Kevin Hart. I tell everybody, I don't care what they say about Kevin Hart.
He definitely gets it hard.
I've been around Kevin Hart, just talking to him. This brother had me laughing. He is funny. And a lot of people who don't think he's funny, that's cool. But you can't make all those people who think Kevin Hart is funny say he's not, because it don't mean nobody wrong or right, but bro,
it's subjective.
It's subjective.
Because it's also things you could relate to. That's why I think with your sketches, people get like so mad and invested in it, because people do have dysfunctional marriages.
For sure.
You know, they sleep in the bed together, they sneak around behind each other's backs, and that all happens.
Yes, it does.
You know, and
I was part of it in the past, so I know this stuff happens.
It's a true story. No,
Everybody gonna eventually, an artist gonna eventually write their truth and what they're done. So yeah, this stuff really go on. You know, people. Man, I always, when I was young, I'm 36 now, but I always dealt with the girl, and she got a dude, and they living a good life, but I'm getting it
right
during the week.
And you know, just watching like that, can you imagine sleeping in the bed with somebody who you know is cheating on you, but still trying to keep it together?
I know, right? Yeah.
As a man, though, because, you know, men act like it's different. They act like, well, you know, she should forgive me, but if I do it, if she does it to me, I'm out.
We got to switch that up, though. I say that on stage, like, man, if you gonna cheat, man, you got to be able to take that, because a man will hurt you about a woman, but he got to be able to fight for that woman.
Right.
See that they find out, oh, you touched her, but it's like, man, men got to stop. We got to stop tripping about that. Because the dudes I fought in school was about their woman. But to me, that was a sign of weakness. Like, bro, because when you tried mine, I ain't tripped. You know what I mean? Whether you succeeded or just because you didn't succeed, that's your fault. But when I came and got yours, and it's like vice versa. Even if you did succeed with my girl, I'm not finna fight over something, long as you ain't take it.
Okay,
but these men really tripping. Then when she go do it, oh, you this and you that. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Your daddy should have taught you better than that. That's weak, dog. You in your feelings.
When you was fighting when you were younger, did you win most of the time?
Or? I never got beat up.
Okay.
No, I don't have a joke.
You may not have won, but
I had somebody sneak me one time. But man, I fight, lose, win, or draw, but I never got beat. I ain't finna let you beat me up. I ain't going to school with that eye swole.
And I know you could never have imagined, like, the way right now you're on a nationwide tour, which is such a huge deal. Where has been like the best response, if you could track when you're doing your stand-up, besides, you know, in Georgia or wherever where do you think they definitely respond to you the best?
It's always the Midwest. It's always like where a lot of black people at. You know, Chicago, bruh, Chicago. I go to Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Cleveland, Detroit, pretty much sold out. It's always them cities where there's a lot of black people, because I just remind black people of what your grandma said we was. And I remind people of their cousins and what we always was back in the day, just laughing and just chilling. So wherever a bunch of black people at, Country Wayne that's the vibe. They all feel like my family.
And earlier we were talking about how the more successful you're getting, the more hate that comes with it.
Yeah.
And so Godfrey was up here the other day, and I knew we were going to talk about what happened, like what went on social media between the two of you. You guys hadn't spoken to each other directly prior to that. And so when Godfrey was here, he was like, I didn't say anything bad about Country Wayne at all. He was like, I was actually complimenting him.
Yeah.
And then you kind of came for Godfrey. And I saw people in your comments, but like, he didn't even say nothing
bad.
Yeah,
because they ain't from the streets. So everybody who ain't from the streets think, they're just like people think, oh, my boss ain't do nothing to me. Because when you from the streets, you feel the street instincts before you know what somebody's intentions was. So yeah, he didn't say nothing that made me go, but I already felt it. It's like when your child lie to you, like, bro, I know you finna be doing that, and I know the origin of that. So what I was mad about, I was like, man, you ain't like to say that that I said comedians who are in comedy clubs ain't real comedians. I didn't say that. So that's a real statement to put my name on, because I respect a lot of comedians, and to say Country Wayne said that, and I didn't say that. You know the situation between me and old boy. You know what I mean? And one thing I respect about Faizon Love, he hate me, and it's real hate, and he said, but it's all these undercover hate.
You call yourself Faizon Love and hate me.
Yeah, you can't throw the rock and hide your hand.
Okay.
I had a dude in school like that, man. I ain't gonna say his name, but I respect him. Me and him used to fight all the time. It was raining outside one day, and all the dudes used to talk about me or whatever. I'd be like, man, y'all want to ride because it was raining. He didn't get in the car. He walked in the rain, but I respected him.
Because he wasn't getting in the car.
Yeah, don't throw your man. You know what? I didn't say that. Me and Godfrey cool. He's like, I didn't even say nothing. Okay, so even the fans who said that, I'm like, bro, go to them other shows. I rock with the real, because when you got street instincts, you can feel the BS.
I mean, because I know Godfrey pretty well.
Oh no, he didn't He did like me and him talk. Like
right. So what happened when you guys talked?
Oh, we just laughed about it. He was
Okay.
just like, hey man, he was like, bro, I didn't mean. He said, I'm just having fun, man. He said the situation. He said, I respect you, but I was like, Godfrey, you can't. I said, at the end of the day, man, you know, when you put us all in the box, Country Wayne different. The people don't know, like, I've been in them comedy clubs since 2015.
And people
every
don't,
weekend.
and people don't know that though.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like when I talk to people, and I'll tell them because we know each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, Country Wayne has been working on his stand up, and he's been in the clubs, and he may not have been so public about it at first. While you were building up to be able to do your set, because you know it's not easy to get a Netflix special, right? And you had a Netflix special that was #1 when it came out at the time. And that's a really difficult thing to make happen. I mean, there's a lot of comedians that are talented that don't have Netflix specials also.
Yeah.
And so that does bring some type of like competitive, well, why him and not me?
I understand. And I understand that part from where they're coming from. But, man, you got to respect. You got to say something good. Like, it got to be something good I'm doing to get this far, especially being a country boy. You know, just being from the country and grinding to get to the Netflixes and all that. I was doing more shows than anybody in the world. You could ask me, the Lavelle Crawfords, the Bruce Bruces, Gary Owens, and Michael Blacksons. 2016, 17, 18, 19. I did more shows than anybody in the world because I was on the road doing 5 shows a weekend for all those years.
Right.
That's why I wasn't on social media anymore. I didn't get back on social media until the pandemic, and that's why I knew people don't know the jokes on stage and they're like, oh, you ain't. It don't matter if you don't think I'm funny. I already tested that material and had them rocking everywhere, Carolines, everywhere across the country. Some of that material 5 years old.
Wow.
But Godfrey don't know that because
Yeah.
they seen pieces of my career. Oh, he just popped up, so we could discredit him. No, bro, I was every weekend away from my kids on that road, every comedy club around the country. And to get to where I'm at, bro, you got to just respect it. Because ain't nobody going on there really saying nothing good.
So why did he think that you said that comedians aren't in the comedy, or whatever it was, the real comedians aren't in the comedy clubs?
Because that was an opportunity. You know, I don't say much, so they looking for something.
What did you say? Like, where did the disconnect come
I
from?
said, no, it was me and Faizon. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, Faizon keep talking about my career. I said, man, but bro, you can't. You been here this long, and that's all you can do.
Okay.
Like I don't reach the level where, you know, I don't got to do certain things, but it took work. And I was talking to Faizon. It was just a personal thing. Everybody saying he been going at me online. This between me and him.
Okay.
He say, for him to come and say that. So what I'm saying is so much good to say. You gonna wait till you find something negative. All this, bro, ain't no way. You reach #1. You reach your #1 special in the country. And it was watching the whole United States that year. And #8, it was #8 worldwide. And you don't got no comedian really congratulating me. So that mean what I'm saying, stop playing with me, bro. I don't play like that. So you don't. Only person who called me was the big dogs. Kevin Hart, the Cedric Entertainers, you know what I'm saying? People like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I know you don't rock with me because it's clear, because when everybody who pop, I'm calling them. When Matt Wright don't call, DC Young Fly them, when 85 South start blowing up, they know I'm the one. Like, even me and Jess, I'm like, bro, congratulations. So I know, so for all that good you seen, you ran that one thing and you know who I was talking to, but to use that, the fans don't know that.
Right.
So you using that moment, bro, I'm from the streets. Don't do that, because I never said nothing about you in no kind of way. The only thing he had to do is call me.
Well, I'm glad y'all did speak.
Oh, yeah, we good now, but man, I'm just not.
Did you and Faizon Love speak, or would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I called him. Okay. Every comedian I ever had a problem with, I always call.
You definitely do, because
I call him.
And I commend you for that, because some people won't do that.
No, I'm
but
calling.
You'll get the number, you'll call.
And Faizon was like, oh, we cool. Then I seen he kept going afterwards, but I get it. I said, okay, they play like that.
Right.
Faizon is doing what he do.
And it gets clicks.
It get clicks. And when I went on Club Shay Shay, I said, okay, I'm going to tell you what I feel about you. And Faizon got mad, but I'm like, bro, you can't. If we ain't cool, I'm cool with that. Let's love each other and respect each other. But, man, you can't be tearing each other. You never going to see me online. Really, you know what I'm saying, be the first one to go at somebody.
It's just a response.
Bro, because you
talked about Godfrey's hair. I mean, he's very proud of his haircut. And then I
got to be funny with it, because I had to be funny with it, but I'm like, bro, don't do that, because my brother know. In school, nobody joke with Wayne, because I'm going to get personal. And I know what's going to hit under the skin. Outside of all this, the number one game is life. And you ain't beat me at life. You know, I'm 36, and I went through all the BS. All them baby mama, I got all them kids. People talk about, oh, you got a bunch of kids. That's a shame that I got all these kids. Was able to take care of all that and still pass you.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like every interview you do, your kids always come up. And they're always like, you got 10 kids.
Yeah,
you got,
bro. And
that is always a topic. But I'm like, okay, I feel like you've talked about it.
Yeah, that's embarrassing that I got 10 kids and I don't still pass them. So that's what I'm like. I was stuck. What was you doing? But I know what I'm doing behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I'm really hustling. I really work on these jokes. I really know my audience. I know what I'm talking about.
Having kids probably gives you a lot of great material too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because kids are hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Without even trying.
My kids are the reason. Like, if I don't think I would have all. I'm trying to see what I'd be talking about if I didn't have kids. But it was meant for me to have a lot of kids. I love my kids. And we straight. And
seeing your daughters, I saw when you posted and you have it pinned on your page, your daughter seeing your book in the store and picking it up. Like, it's a great feeling to be able to take care of your kids.
And they gonna be rich.
In a nice, in the way that you're able to take care of them. That's a big deal.
I got a daughter, Melissa, List the Goat, man. List the Goat, man. She always been a star. She finna break out. My kids are a big part of what I do. They good. They help me. They help my business. If it weren't for Tony and Tamar acting skills, my skits wouldn't have been where they at. Tamar videos was doing 30,000. But Tony helped out. That boy made me millions. Like, my kids, they don't know.
Wait, now hold on. How now? They made you millions. So you manage your kids, or what's?
No, on the storyline.
To make sure they get.
In the pandemic, when I first started, I couldn't afford to pay everybody like I'm paying them now.
But the kids.
Them kids was in them videos.
Yeah.
Tony and Tamar, bro. And when they go to school, sometimes kids call them spoiled. Like, oh, y'all don't have to work, man. Them boys was in them videos. Mm-hmm. And to this day, they videos still make money. Like,
what is the balance as a father of wanting to make sure that your kids get what they want but not be spoiled and know what they have to work for?
I just give them a check every month, and I let them blow their money. I let them feel the draft of the stress, because my daughter Malia, she be stressed out. So at the first of the month, she have shades on. You know what I'm saying? Malia 15 now. So about around the 22nd, she be so depressed. And she be stuck in the room. Her mama be like, I don't know what's wrong with Malia, but I watch her. It's because that money low. So I'm letting them go through this money.
They're like adults.
And I question them. I say, Tamar, how you be feeling when your bank account get low? He said, man, I get a headache, man. So I talk to him. So I give them money, and I'm letting them go through these emotions of their budget. They budget their money. They don't really ask me for nothing outside of their check too much.
Do you talk to them about investing or things like that? Because it is important for kids to also, as they're getting some money, understand finances, and maybe there's apps that they could invest little amounts of money in, just so they can learn that starting at an early age.
I really don't. I talk about it, and we play Monopoly, and I explain to Tony them. I'm trying to teach them about land, but
because that might be nice to put money into some investments for them.
I told them that. That's them. But they got to go through it. But one thing I learned about money, if you touch a lot of money at a young age and see a lot of money, it's going to be hard for you to be broke.
Right.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be, my mama, when she passed away, I got a $200 a month Social Security check. Mm-hmm. But that was passive income. So until I get passive income, I'm never settled.
Okay.
Because I got addicted to.
Right. I mean, you make a ton of money now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Google his net worth, people.
No, the money, y'all make a lot of money, but I'm more proud now of how I make the money.
Right.
I don't have to work anymore. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, I have to work, but I really just manage it.
Yeah, because you don't have to be in all of the sketches. You don't have to write them. You don't have to. You know, it's interesting to me because I saw on Club Shay Shay, he did compare you to Tyler Perry, right? But Tyler Perry's so involved in wanting to write everything. I remember it turned into a big deal when he said he doesn't have a writer's room. It's just him writing everything. And people were like, well, you should give other writers an opportunity. And what about having diverse voices, to be able to be in the room? But you're making sure other people are able to do their own thing.
Because God is in everybody. Mm-hmm. That's what I learned. God loves everybody, man. And somebody going to have an idea that you don't have. Like, if me and you was to do something, right? It says a podcast.
I'm already. We're gonna talk about it after. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you lead in there. I'm gonna bring my ideas, but you're a genius in that. So what I do, I bring like Amber them. Me and her was on the phone for like 20 minutes the other day. I gave her 15 skits. You know what I'm saying? She needed some ideas, so I wrote them for her right quick, bam. And I was like, but do them how you want to do them. Because at the end of the day, God is in everybody, and everybody's creative. Because if not, it's just going to be your stuff, you know, and eventually it's going to get stale. So you got to kind of, I know God in everybody. I know I need people, and thank God he gave me a giving heart. Because the more you give, man, if you really give, the more you're going to get. Now, if you giving that just because or trying to get a blessing, it don't work. But the more you really give and you got that giving heart, man, you can't be stopped.
How has she been handling? Has she been getting backlash from the sketches? Like, you know, at first, the hesitancy with Amber and with her storyline?
Yeah, you know,
okay.
I still control her storyline because I write the first skit at 9:30. So the only thing she got to do is stay within my lines. But, of course, you know, people in the comments, I'm tired of this and all that. But, man, people, bro, I done been dealing with a girl. And she'll tell my girlfriend, Wayne ain't no good. And the whole time, me and her.
On the side.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you cannot. It's like when I tell comedians, like, they be like, when a comedian going at me, and then the fans start taking their side. Well, I feel like Wayne, I'm like, bro, don't let them people fool you. Because if they loved you like that, why they won't come see you? When people love you, they going to pull up on you. You know what I mean? So it just, I tell her, man, do the number one thing on social media, do not listen to comments. People just talk without thinking. Love, actions speak louder than words. Like, no matter what, I feel like, you know, a lot of my fans talk junk about me. I can't stand Wayne. You know what I mean? But, man, them folks, and they all right, bro. They love me, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I know that. So people got their own way of loving people, but, man.
There's no love without hate. That's
there ain't no love without hate, man. All them comments don't mess. And the day you started adjusting to your comments, the day you lose yourself.
Was that a process for you, though? Because early on, people that love you follow you, right? But then as you get bigger and bigger, and more people, it turns into people seeing you and following you not because they love you. Because I think when you first started, and I remember Cardi B had that issue, right? When she first started and she was on social media, it was all people that loved her, that was following her social media journey. But then when she started doing Love and Hip Hop and then becoming an artist, it makes you bigger, but it also opens you up for people to not be fans.
And you start adjusting to it. I remember Carter said, she said, man, she wish she wouldn't have never adjust because people was like, you need to switch it up. And she switched it up, but then, like, you can't listen to them people, man.
It's so hard not to, though, because then you be like, I don't even want to post nothing because I don't feel like hearing it today. I'm having a bad day already. If I post this, I know people going to talk crazy to me. Let me just get off.
That's why they say faith without works is dead. Well, the reason why God say that, he like, we human. He say, I know y'all not strong enough to keep faith, so put the work in. So when your faith do get weary, the work will be there.
Right.
It's like when somebody tell me Wayne ain't good, I'm like, man, I'm laughing. I'm like, man, nobody can't mess with me on that stage right now. I know that because I know the work, and I know when I go what's happening at my shows. People doing this for years. So I'm like, but when you don't put the work in, sometimes you be worried.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You have the foundation.
Faith without work only lasts for so long. So you just can't, them comments don't mess up the game because every artist is listening to the comments and doing what they think. You got Burger King and them doing talking like the slang now.
Right.
Man, just make some good burgers.
Social media, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, so it's just, I'm realizing, and that's what people like me who benefit off social media wholeheartedly is because my biggest secret, bro, I don't care what people say, not even this little bit.
Right.
When I did that video with Godfrey, true story, I'm in a Sprinter. I'm laughing. I didn't care about what he said, but he said, I know what? The sun was shining through. I said, this gonna be, hey man, I can't wear this outfit again. This is a good outfit.
The eyes are light brown. So
the eyes light brown, this marketing. And the women don't get to see this side of me all the time with me getting rough. They need to see this a little bit because they know I ain't nothing to play with. And at the same time, everything I do is marketing. So when you hear me online, people like Wayne talking about his money. The reason why I do that because now I know I'm talking to these studios. Right. So what I'm doing, I was changing my brand to people to not just look at me as a comedian. Because a businessman gonna get that deal.
Okay.
A comedian gonna get a check.
Right.
So I'm like, I was changing. Now when you Google me, what people say, the businessman Kountry Wayne. They don't just say comedian because I was controlling my narratives through every interview.
Okay.
I talked about monetization. I talked about this because When they think you just a comedian, when you come around, everybody wants you to joke all the time. I'm like, man, I ain't come to joke. You know, I did that. I come to joke. You come pay to see me, you gonna see it. And when they finna give me this, I got something else coming. You know what I'm saying? When I do another special, you gonna see a whole nother.
Is that in the works already?
You know it. Because
I would imagine if you have the #1 special on Netflix like you did, they're already tapping you like, okay, what's next?
Yeah, exactly. I'm finna tear it up. It's finna get worse.
See, more people that don't like you.
The game, hey, when I told my brother, when I finally started getting, cause everybody used to love Country Wayne when they thought I was just a country boy with the big eyes. We love him. When they found out I was a threat and I started getting hate, I told my brother, I said, we gone. I said, we about to, I said, bro, we on the wave now. We can't be stopped because we finally getting hated.
Now, what's up with Drip?
Drip really here still. He was really just me. Mm-hmm. You know, I didn't bring the artist back because, you know, Drip got so popular, man. They wanted him to be a rapper for real, and I was like, man, Drip he popular, but he wasn't getting enough money for me because I still got to show up with him.
Right.
Yeah.
So that you couldn't monetize that to the point, because I feel like you still do enjoy doing music. People don't do that unless they really.
Yeah, I enjoy doing it, but I'm gonna tell you what happened with Drip. What happened was, you know what I'm saying, I did a CD, and I don't understand the business yet of how that money get made in music.
Okay, I knew it was because of that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was like, hold up, bro. People listen to Drip CD he put out. The fan base was sharing it, and I ain't never see how the checks go.
Okay.
So I said, till I get educated, I leave this whole character. I said, I ain't trying to get in there. Somebody got to explain to me.
Yeah, Fat Joe was just talking about that too the other day, where he said that he still owes labels money from like back in the day. And you can go platinum. You ain't going to get money necessarily from the label for that. It's going to be more like from touring or merchandise and stuff like that. It's so hard. Even when you think about streams, how many streams it takes for you to make money. And even the money you do make, it's not a lot.
Something about that ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I commend Jay-Z for creating
Tidal,
because I see now he's seen something that people didn't understand. If you don't got a platform, it's like if Facebook and YouTube quit, that's their platform. Mm-hmm. Y'all own the content, but we got to get a platform that we could put our stuff on, because that's, hey man, to make all that music and not walk away with that money. You think about songs like Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmares. That song's so big.
Right.
He really was supposed to live off that one song. Because like people who made certain songs, but it's like, man, that money, but this how they got us with touring. Because when we tour, we make more money than we ever made in our life.
Right.
And you make that money that night and you bring it home. I didn't understand it until I realized I make money off my content. Now touring is not my biggest business. Touring used to be, I was like, I'm going out here, boy, 50th show. And you walk home with that money, and then you count them flights, and you count them hotels, and you like, okay, it's 42, and then you buy the outfit, you like, okay, got 36. Hold up, man.
It's all dwindling away.
But if you don't make money off your content or music, you're never gonna be rich. You're never gonna be wealthy. Touring is gonna keep you rich. You're gonna be able to buy what you want to buy and do what you want to do. But your family, and they tell you, well, reinvest that. But now I'm taking a chance off something that just. But when you make money off your content or your music, those are people who make the money, and they get to spend time with their family.
Right.
Because if a person's on tour, if I'm a first generation millionaire and I'm on tour and gone from home all the time, that next generation behind me is guaranteed to lose it.
Right.
Because if the person who owned the music, home with their kids, teaching them this, having long talks with them, it could take a 30-minute conversation to change a child's life. It's like, I just think we got to find a way. I don't find me a way.
Yeah, you found a way. And there's a lot of people that'll try to follow your blueprint, but it's not going to work for everybody.
Nah.
At all.
Because you got to be willing to give. The first step, the reason why my social media grew, because nobody was going to pay people. I knew if I stay in it, I'm only going to make money when I'm on my page. But what if I can ease me out? And that page still make money. I said, how am I do that? I said, if you pay a person, I always overpay people.
Yeah.
Because if you pay them their worth, you're going to always be right here because you don't really know. But if you overpay them, people going to move for you.
Although sometimes, like, the more you pay people, the more they take it for granted.
Yeah,
And
they take it for granted, but
and then they see what you get, and then they're like, oh well, I do find that too, because sometimes the more you do for people, sometimes the higher their expectations are too.
Yeah, but you get a lot of people to know. It's just like it's just a bad analogy, the world.
Uh-oh.
But just like having choices in life, like if you have different choices or different women. If you got different people that do the same thing, okay, you want to leave, you won't. I got plenty of you, and it's like, so you just got.
Oh my gosh,
it's bad analogy, everybody.
but at least you acknowledged it before you said it.
Yeah, but that's the analogy that I've known. But no, man, you can't. You got to pay people, but if they mess up, at least they got to cross their own line.
Yeah, because sometimes people don't realize how good they have it until it's over for them.
Until it's gone.
How are you with that? With cutting people off when you need to?
Oh, I'm easy. I'm so good at it. I will call a person in a minute. I'm so good at that. That's why I'm so successful with peace, because I don't linger.
Mm-hmm.
I call you, hey, I don't switch it up. Hey, oh, we got to switch that up. So you can't get that amount no more, or I don't need you no more. You can stop, but I'm going to try to do this for you, but I don't need you no more. Don't do that. Everybody know that. All the producers know that.
Right.
They know Wayne to call you if something ain't working.
That's good. You're confrontational.
Oh yeah, I'm not scared of the uncomfortable conversations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why I'm where I'm at, because I ask, even in a meeting.
Right.
I'm like, hey man, what's that? Oh, I can't do that deal, because if I do that, what I'm gonna do when this done?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I'm not scared to bring up those.
Right.
You know, when you about to talk about something real, you know how your chest beat a little bit, and that little anxiety, like, should I bring this up? I talk about it later. No,
you like, nope, I'm gonna bring it right up.
Cause my eyes show. Cause I got this look in my eyes. I gotta talk about it. So I know I can't go for, like, if I ever get cheated in a deal so bad, if you ever see me on a movie and it's gonna be like this, I'm like, stop the camera.
The whole time.
Stop. Like, oh, look, we only got 5 days shooting. Stop. I messed up. I didn't mean to sign this.
I didn't mean to sign this. But the truth is, I mean, have you signed a bad deal ever and had to just stick it through?
No, not
Because it's hard
signed.
to get. Okay.
No, I haven't signed no bad deal. I had somebody try to give me a bad deal, and I pretend like I was with it.
Okay.
But no, I never signed a bad
Why
deal.
did you pretend like you was with
Because I knew I was gonna leave them.
it? Okay.
But I'm not. I never signed a bad deal because I know God is not in a deal. A deal. It's gonna be hard for. I tell everybody this. It's hard for a person to give you something that you're really worth. It takes a personal God to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, I'm not really about to sign nothing that it just ain't gonna come to me. Some of that stuff don't even come to you when
Right.
you're not looking for it, because
Right.
I'm not searching for no deal. You know, I think that's why I don't get a lot of brand deals, because, man,
You don't have somebody out pitching for that.
the energy won't come to you like that.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
the energy, sometimes when you ain't looking for it, the right stuff come to you, and then it makes no sense to you. They won't even try you.
Yeah, that is interesting that you haven't done what brand deals to that extent. Because I would think brands would be like, okay, he's on tour, he's got his book, he's going to definitely do another special. That feels like a given. And then also product placement in the videos, because you post so many videos a day.
Mm-hmm. It's energy, man. I still haven't got no product placement in my videos, and that's crazy, because I got probably the #1 engagement.
That might be
I got
somebody,
the #1 engagement on Facebook in the
that
whole
might
world.
be somebody to bring on your team.
That's
to
what
do
I've been
just
looking
that.
for.
That would be a
If
good
I get a
idea.
good ad salesperson, because
You
I'll
hear
make
this, guys? We
Yeah.
need somebody to help with
and
with
everywhere I go,
branding and
every interview I go, so everywhere I go, there a building like this, I said, where y'all ad salespeople at? Hey, I mean, especially when I'm in New York, because when I get me an ad salesperson, because I'm
Yes.
making money off only in stream ads,
Mm-hmm.
and that's hard to get because you got to follow the rules. Your
Right.
video can get flagged. So I was able to do that. But if I get money like podcasts who get the ads, I'm gonna mess the game up, because I could create a story behind a product.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm saying. That would be perfect for a
Yeah,
product.
but that
Then
ad
they'll
sale-
have that to be able to use.
It's like the streets.
Okay.
It's people hire the ad salespeople. Listen,
That's
this is one
valuable,
thing
that
I love.
money.
This is one thing I love about. This is one thing I like about Hollywood and this whole business, just the whole music business and everything, bruh. It is the streets. That's why people. One thing Godfrey I respect. He said he talked to Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby told him, he gave him some advice. He was like, you got the right. He say, but the end of the conversation, he say, man, and remember, it's the comedy business or whatever. He said, and what's the bigger word? And it was business, because at the end of the day, this is the streets. And that's why I would tell, like, me and Godfrey cool, but I'm like, Godfrey, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't bring up a man's name if you don't know the facts or accusation like that.
Right.
Because in the streets.
Yeah, because I remember, I think he was like, correct me if I'm wrong, he wasn't 100% sure.
And you can't but in the streets, you can't go to the police and say something. Like, you can't say nothing, period, to the police at all. So it's like, you know what I mean? So you can't be talking in the streets, because what happens when people who didn't grow up in the streets, it ain't no consequences. See, in the streets, you got consequences. You do something wrong, you go to jail. You snitch, you go to jail, get hurt, your name messed up in the hood. You get caught driving wrong, you go to jail for da-da-da. What happens in this corporate world, there are no consequences. So when people just say and do whatever they want because they know deep down ain't nobody gonna really touch you, ain't nobody. But when you come from the streets, you got this anxiety. You like, I don't play like that. That's why every time somebody say my name, I call them. I'm like, hey, bro, what's this about? I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you definitely was on the phone. We was here.
Yeah.
Godfrey was in the hallway.
I'm like, oh, y'all, this what y'all do. But that's why most people who from the streets come in and take over. That's why Jay-Z come in and take over. That's why Baby and Master P come in. That's why Kountry Wayne come in. Because this is the streets, bro.
How do you feel about, in your stand-up, commenting on like current topics of things that are happening, even if it's somebody you know? You know how sometimes it's hard to make a joke because I know this person, maybe not friends with them.
Yeah.
But like, for instance, Diddy, like everything that's happening, and people make jokes about
I come
that.
in now. But the first special I didn't, because I knew, let me talk about me and show people what I can do. I say, I'm not going to use I'm not going to use no popular topics because everything. But now I feel like I earned the position where I could state my popular opinion. Right. And so I do it now. You know, I talk about, I bring my opinion of what happened with Diddy or TD Jakes and all that. I feel like Diddy, man, should just stay in New York. He should just stay. He should know when to Cali, man.
Why not Cali?
I just feel like that wasn't his stumping ground. I feel like he would have had a security guard with Timberland boots in New York, just kicking all that BS back. Just like, no, man, whatever went on or whatever, I don't know. But I just, I got my opinions now, and I state them now because I feel like I reached that level where I could talk about, give my popular opinion.
Okay. And now I know the hustler that you are. You have the book out. You have the Netflix special. You have the tour that you're on right now. You have your own brand and your YouTube and your Facebook page. What else are you working on? The movies that you've done. So
I got a movie. Well, it's movies. This is the first one. My real first movie. I did a movie called Strange Love, but that wasn't my idea. That was a movie that I wanted to. I did. I
watched that.
Yeah, I did for somebody, and I put up the money. We went 50-50. But
how was that financially for you?
Oh,
did it return?
Okay. It returned, but I didn't put it out on Netflix or anything because I didn't want to. That was my first movie, and it was like what I'm saying, like $1 million. So I was just wanting to practice to see and learn the steps of all that. So that's why I took somebody else's story. I just was an actor in that.
What did you learn from that?
I learned how to do everything it really takes to do a movie.
Okay.
So I partnered with somebody who done a movie before. They do independent films. So I was just sitting back. The only thing I did was act and put up money.
Okay.
And change a couple lines because it was already a script. But this movie right here is going to be some big names in it. So my next step of the game, I think I'm putting up my own money, getting big names, and putting out this content. I want to bring back the old Love Jones movies. Not those same movies, but the same kind of feeling.
Okay.
So that's what Kountry Wayne is my next step. That's what get me excited. That's what I'm doing. It's these movies. I'm taking these and putting my twist on it. I feel like Tyler Perry told his stories with the church and what women went through. 50 Cent told his stories with what he's seen in the streets.
Yeah.
And Wayne got these stories of these women. You know what I mean? And what's going on in the streets.
You think you're a good man for a woman now?
Oh yeah, I'm the perfect man. My mama made sure. My mama raised the time she was here. I'm a good man for a woman.
Okay, but previously I wouldn't say
yes,
I
was a good man.
You think previously you was
every woman
were you ready for a I'm talking about a relationship.
Was I ready?
Yes, because you probably were not a great boyfriend prior to this, and husband. There were some issues there.
It was some issues, but I tell you what. The situation, but I guarantee every woman I was with while I was with them, it wasn't a more happier woman in the world.
While you were there, but maybe when you weren't there, it's like...
Yeah, when I left,
And even when you weren't physically there, I'm sure.
I was always there.
Okay.
I came home every night. I can't. Every woman, you can ask every one of my exes. Like, nigga, right now.
I made it home.
Hey, you can ask every one of my exes. They gonna tell you, man. It be like, put your life on it. What's the best relationship you gonna have? I'm like, man, Wayne, man, because it was all fun.
Okay.
If I'm your man, this was gonna happen. You gonna first of all, I'm Country Wayne, so the black people really. You know what I'm saying?
First of all.
they really love me because they know, okay, one thing about Wayne, he ain't finna come in here and take nothing, he ain't finna come and rape nothing, he ain't finna come here and do nothing crazy. I'm just a simple, and I ain't gonna lie, I have had women. I have had my player days.
You've had some indiscretions.
Yeah, I have had, but at the same time, it's all joy and fun because you can feel it. You can feel my heart.
Yeah, but I know you broke some hearts. Like you
I broke them. I broke some hearts, but I broke some hearts, but it was already. That car was already, the tire was already wobbling before I got in. Hey, with some, I ain't never got a brand new heart. Them hearts was used.
Because all I'm saying is,
But that's wrong to break hearts.
Yeah.
That's what I learned over time.
You're the king
man.
of hearts, broken hearts.
You can't. You're right, man. And that's what I hate that I broke women's heart because I don't like that look in a woman's face after you break their heart. It's like, man, it's like. And it don't even got to be an intimate relationship. Like me and you, good friends, right? But say I go out and talk about you or do something foul.
I'll be like, why would he?
Even if you forgive me,
right?
I like, damn, I shouldn't have.
Right.
We got the first relationship. Is like I hate breaking a woman's heart, man. I think that's why I ain't in a relationship right now because I don't like that feeling. When I was young, I didn't understand it, but I asked the girl one day. I said, man, how does it feel when a man break your heart? And she said, like death. I said, oh my God. I said, I don't kill some people. I said, man,
I got some bodies.
So I had to go back and just pay, Lord, forgive me.
And that's exactly why I'm asking you now, do you think that you could be that person that wouldn't break a woman's heart, that could be faithful, that could be locked in?
Yes.
Why does this feel like stand-up? Okay.
I know I can, but I know you don't believe me. That's why I'm laughing. But because you don't believe me. I'm your friend, man. You don't believe in me?
Okay, no, I believe in you.
Would you hook up one of your friends with me?
It would have to be somebody who could handle it.
Oh, look, but I'm going to be faithful.
What I would do?
I promise.
This is what we do as women. Yes, you can talk to him. He's cool. He's got money.
I'm going to be faithful.
But I'll be like, if things go left, don't put it on me. That's your decision.
No, I'm ready because to be honest, I'm gonna tell you something about man. At the end of the day, no, for real. If I'm in a relationship right now, say I'm in a public relationship, say I'm in a relationship with another celebrity, a black woman.
Okay, which you don't want.
I ain't gonna say that. 'Cause I said I didn't want, but I will talk to a celebrity girl, depending on who she is. It's a few of them out there that I'm like
DMs. I know. Okay.
No, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie now. I'll be with her, but I couldn't cheat anyway.
Why?
Cause now with social media, how a man would be stupid to cheat if you're a celebrity, you wouldn't notice.
I always feel like though a lot of guys who are celebrities like have people in the stash that will keep quiet that they could go back to.
Not nowadays. Not with no other podcasts that'll get you out there. No, nobody's not going to keep it quiet. No, I can't see myself with the celebrities, especially because with nobody for real right now. I just don't feel like cheating. It take a lot of energy to cheat, man.
Okay, so you can't see yourself cheating, or you can't see yourself with someone. Which one is it?
I can't see myself cheat. If I get with somebody, man, I'm gonna be a faithful husband.
Okay,
I'm gonna be the best husband in the world because I'm so petty. I'm gonna show the world the man that had so many gonna come around and be the best man. I'm gonna be so good to that woman and so faithful. I ain't gonna cheat on her because I can't
wait to see who these celebrity women are.
She gonna have to break my heart. Then I'm gonna be up here like her. See what women doing to us. Listen here.
That's gonna be great for your stand-up when you get your heart broken.
Yo, I'm like, go ahead and break it, man. At this point, go ahead and break it because I don't like that look in a woman's face when you break that. When you break her heart.
And every time you do sketches, people think that you're like talking to the woman. People assume that. Have you ever had like a attraction to any of the women that you worked with or even considered?
I'm gonna be honest, man, and all the women will tell you this. Every woman that's around me is beautiful. But I'm so serious about my paper. When I seen them, I see opportunity. even my ex-wife Gina, when I first met her, me and her, I'm like, man, I'm finna put her on my flyers to throw parties. So I can't really grab and want them like that. And they beautiful as I don't know what, but it's like that business just it's a circuit with me. It's like a fuse.
What if has anybody ever tried to holler at you that's worked with you?
Well, I ain't gonna put no.
You don't have to say a name. But
If I say one person, they gonna assume all, and some of them women got men, so I don't even want to say that. But yeah, I don't work with women that definitely like me for sure, because I'm
And we know you don't mind being on the side, so.
I don't mind being on the side. I was purpose side dude. Like, please go home. Like, thank you.
Do you ever feel bad, like, when you were a side guy? Did you ever feel like, damn, you're not going to spend the night? Or maybe like somebody?
Spend the night?
Yeah.
That's what I can't stand. I can't stand. That's the part I don't like. The spend the night part.
You never felt like, man, I do kind of like her. I'm a little jealous.
Nah, because I want people to be happy. If she happy, go home, baby, go home. Like, I don't want to be a part of this happiness. Like,
are you the type of person that would lie for her? Like, if her man called, like, got your number or whatever, and was like, yo, you talking? And you'd be like, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a lie for her.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're a good man.
Yeah, I'm a good man. I'm a good man, and you know what? A lot of men hate me right now for like the way I be talking about and uplifting women and the game I be talking about. A lot of men, somebody DM me like, man, you messing up the game, man. You think like a woman. I'm like, bro, you better, cause I'm telling you, man, these women, man, women need to start telling men the truth, man. That's when this world gonna become better, dog. People
do think that you're very tapped into how women are.
My mama, that's my mama's fault.
And I also think it's because you've been with a lot of women.
I'm a good listener. See, when a woman talk, when anybody talk, you know what I mean? I learn a lot because I'm a country boy, so we didn't have a lot of information. But that's another story. But when I listen to a woman, I listen because I got to listen because I'm not a woman.
Right.
So I'm tapped in because a woman will tell you everything and won't be talking about. When a woman talking to you, most of the time she's not talking to you about what she really talking about. It's only a few words gonna seep out to tell you what she really feel. So I'm a great listener.
Okay.
Because she don't know what she really. Nobody never know what they really need because if they'll go straight to it. You know, so it's like a menu. When you know what you want, like I don't need no menu. I want this. So,
but although it's hard to tell what people are really like at first, you know, that's
women trying to learn themselves. So they want you to help them find them.
And then y'all don't know yourselves either.
Yeah, I know me though. See, that's one thing. I'm so confident, bro. That's why that hate coming because people, when you start being this kind of confident, they like Wayne be humble. Like, bro, I'm humble at home. But when you go out in the jungle, you got to be a lion.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, I know Wayne. And when you know you, this the gift of knowing yourself. You going to see the greatness in others. See, that's what happens when you know you. You know a little bit about everything. So
okay.
I know me so much. That's why I know a woman. I can tell when a woman lying. I knew when I break up with a girl, I know when she dealing with another dude.
How do you know?
Man, it was like, I tell this story all the time. Like, I had, so my baby, my baby mama,
which could be anyone, so we're not talking about
it was one of my baby mamas. we stayed at the project, so I used to keep working. I just keep working her. I kept working my auntie house, but my auntie projects was right by my baby mama project. So I kept a key. So sometimes she gone, I hit licks in the house. So one week she left. She was gone for the weekend. She was like, you better not be coming to the house. I'm finna be gone. So I was like, ooh. But she had like she was gone with a friend, but I knew she wasn't because when she came back, she caught me in the house. But she came back with some polo clothes and all this. I'm like,
she went shopping.
I'm like, oh, damn, where you got that from? You know what I'm saying? So I went to the outlet, but I knew she was with a dude. But I was just glad she was gone for the weekend. But I listened. I'm like, cause
how did you know she was gone with a guy though?
Cause who bought them clothes?
Right. She went to the outlet.
Who bought those clothes? I already know the game. A girl like to travel.
Right.
A girl like to travel. So the number one thing a girl like to do is a guy take them out of town. And sometimes she don't go to just want to do what she gonna end up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that. But women love to travel. And I'm not a traveling person. Okay. I wasn't going nowhere.
I'm going from here to here.
To here to here. So I already know. I could tell when a woman cheat. I could tell when a woman like another dude. That's why I don't. And to put myself not to the macho man all the time, I done been with a girl and seen her look at a dude, and I could tell that's her type of guy too. But that's life. But I ain't, that's how the game go. And I respect it. So when you respect the game, it's gonna respect you.
Sheesh, this is a lot.
Yeah, but women,
So all this because I asked you, do you think you're ready? And I still don't know the answer.
I've been ready.
Okay.
See, that's what I didn't want to say.
Okay.
But I've been ready, but is she ready? Do you know, okay, I'm your friend. Do you know a friend of yours that's ready to be my wife?
Yeah, I do. I do
Okay,
have
so
some
why she so
friends.
qualified? I'm not qualified.
I think that, well, first of all, you're traveling a lot. You're on the road.
No, I don't travel. I'm ready to get off the road. I
You're
can't
on
stand
tour
traveling.
right now.
Yeah, but
okay.
I'm getting off.
And I do have a couple of friends who I think you actually would probably like, right? Who would be really great to settle down with. I do know some women.
Can they cook?
You know what? I don't know.
See?
The
So
one
how
that
they
I'm
so great
thinking
and
about
I'm
in
hungry?
particular, because I feel like she's smart. You know,
But how she's so great? And
she's beautiful.
So what's gonna happen if I'm hungry? I can't eat no makeup.
We have DoorDash and Uber Eats.
That stuff a key. I need
can
a
order
new.
anything.
That's the number one thing. That's what
You can make some salads. Some
every
juices,
woman I
everything.
was with. The biggest problem was the cooking.
Okay.
I got to have good nutrients in my body to be the person I want to be. So if a woman can't cook, that's a.
Well, I don't know if she could cook. I'm like
So,
the,
but
I'm the
I'm
person
the
I'm thinking of. I'm not sure.
But guess what I'm gonna do?
What?
Everything.
Okay.
She
What's
ain't gonna,
everything?
what she need in a man? Tell me what she need in a man. We're gonna see if I check the list.
I think she wants somebody to be loyal and honest because
bam.
she's been through some things.
Who you know more loyal than Wayne? Even the black community, we had.
Okay.
It ain't too many people out in the world. When you look at
I will
country,
say you do seem like a loyal
I'm
person.
loyal.
You look out for people.
when you my
You're
friend, you my
generous.
friend.
Yeah,
like
that's a
I
fact.
heard somebody about you.
Yeah.
I'm a loyal person.
You're right
All
about
right,
that.
what's number
I can
two?
agree
What's
with
the
that.
number two thing, a man?
What would I say in general or just for her?
For her, or either one. Because I'm a husband. For the world to know.
I think the last guy she dated, I remember she was telling me that she wasn't that physically attracted to him.
Oh well, Wayne.
Even though she
I ain't bragging,
tried,
but come
like-
on now. Yeah, the camera on. Like I'm for real. I ain't trying to be bragging, but
And then I think the last thing she said was that he didn't eat ass.
well, I tell you guys what. Tell you one
Go
thing.
ahead, wait, tell it.
Hey, two for you and three from not me. Yeah. Damn.
He's ready. Well, Country Wayne, honestly, thank you so much.
Angela, you is funny. Girl, I did not know you was coming. She serious?
No, I'm just kidding.
Girl, you a comedian.
You were like, now, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute.
No,
Ain't no
but
boo.
honestly, I do appreciate that every time you're here, you do take the time to come and spend some time with
Just
me.
every time, man. Because you're gonna bring out the real questions what people want to hear. People want to know. You know what people want to know, Angela Yee. People want to know about relationships in these women.
Yeah, and you have great insight into that.
And you know, because you're. I'm gonna tell y'all about
I am
Angela Yee.
people.
Where is the camera? Angela Yee. See, men, me tell you about a woman like her. She's so smart, right? And she plays games, even in her interview, because women already know the answer. She is the example of a woman. Women already know men. Just don't let them trick you. Whatever they telling you, don't believe it. Yeah.
Well, and I always have good intentions, and I'm just happy that you came up here, and we always have a good time.
No, she good. She good people, man. But I appreciate it. We got to do an interview one day. I mean, a podcast. So I'm just talking about the relationships in these women.
Yeah, and these men.
Yeah, these men. But y'all know everything about us.
No, we don't. Y'all are so complicated. I'm kidding. All right. Well, thank you so much, Country Wayne, and make sure y'all go check him out on tour right now. It's way up.